The India-US trade talks are heating up, and while both countries are aiming for a big trade deal, there is one major sticking point: dairy and agriculture. The US wants access to India's massive dairy market, but India is standing its ground. Why? It's not just about money, it's about protecting farmers, culture, and religious beliefs. Let's break it down. India's red line: no non-veg milk. India is asking the US to certify that any dairy products like milk, butter, or cheese come from cows that are not fed animal-based products like meat, blood, or bone meal. This might sound odd to some, but for many Indians, especially vegetarians, this is a non-negotiable demand. Milk is not just food in India, it's used in daily rituals, temples, and is part of the cultural and spiritual fabric. What the US says: Washington says India's rules are too strict, calling them an unnecessary trade barrier. They want India to open up and let in US dairy products. But India is saying no way, because these imports could hurt its own dairy farmers and go against public sentiment. Big losses for Indian farmers. India is the world's largest milk producer, with dairy supporting over 80 million people, mostly small farmers. If US dairy products flood the market, prices could crash and farmers could lose their livelihoods. In fact, a report by SBI estimates that India could lose rupees 1.03 lakh crore every year if it opens its dairy sector to US imports. High tariffs keep imports out. Right now, India has high import taxes: 30% on cheese, 40% on butter, 60% on milk powder. These tariffs protect Indian producers and make imports from countries like the US, New Zealand, or Australia too expensive. The feed issue. What are US cows eating? In the US, cows can be fed animal remains like meat, blood, fat, even poultry waste. This goes against Indian religious and cultural practices. So India insists on a certification saying the milk doesn't come from cows raised this way. Even the US CDC says some cow-to-cow feeding is banned due to health concerns, but other animal products in feed are still allowed. India stands firm. Indian officials have made it clear there is no question of conceding on dairy. That's a red line. And that's the heart of the issue: economic concerns, religious beliefs, and cultural values all tied to one product: milk. Until both sides find common ground, the road to a full trade deal looks bumpy. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments. Till then, keep watching India TV for all the latest updates.